Senator Nelson, it's been a real privilege to hear from you this morning. I'm also pleased to introduce our next speaker. Senator Lisa Murkowski was appointed to the Senate in 2002 and then elected in 2004. She now finds herself as the senior senator from the state of Alaska. She's up for re-election in 2010, and many of us are hoping that she will be resoundingly re-elected. She is a tenacious advocate of a number of issues: healthcare, education, energy, Veterans Affairs. Infrastructure has a special place in the hearts of all Alaskans. They do approach that with a vigor that many in the lower 48 do not have. She now serves as the ranking Republican on the Senate Energy and Natural Resources Committee. So she is up to her eyeballs in all of the energy issues that we care about right now. What will the laws be about building new transmission lines? What will the renewable energy standards be? What will our future drilling policies be? Will we be able to open up the RES? And of particular interest to us, of course, is what is the future of nuclear energy? She has been an outspoken advocate of nuclear energy. She is struggling with the administration's position on Yucca Mountain, and I expect will express some of that frustration here today. But she is, let me put it this way, the Senate Energy and Natural Resources Committee is in remarkably capable hands, and it's a real pleasure to be able to introduce this morning Senator Lisa Murkowski from Alaska. Thank you.
There, see how much better I'm doing? I've graduated to one crutch as of this week, and it's a good thing. Yeah. All right. Crutch is stable. Brace carries all the tools you need. You can stick your speech in there, attach your BlackBerry to it, little lipstick down there, everything that you need. Anyone that wants to use this brace when I'm done with it in about a month and a half, it's all yours. Good morning. I want to thank you. Alex, I want to thank you personally for your kind introduction and the opportunity to work with you over the years when you were with Senator Domenici on the committee and now here at NEI. Your leadership is greatly appreciated. Marv, I want to thank you as well for your leadership here at NEI, the invitation to speak with you this morning. I understand that you've had a good group of lawmakers before you talking about the benefits of nuclear, and from what I understand, the message has been a good one. And I'm pleased to hear that, because we need the message on nuclear to be a good one. In fact, it needs to be more than just the message on nuclear. It needs to be the follow-through. It needs to be the commitment that this nation needs to make to nuclear as part of our energy policy. You folks are making that happen, so thank you very much. Now, at the end of last Congress, an incredible proponent and a leading voice for the nuclear industry stepped down from public office, and I cannot adequately express how important Senator Pete Domenici from New Mexico, his leadership, how important his leadership was in moving forward the resurgence that I think we see here of nuclear power in the United States. I'm truly very grateful to say that he was one of my mentors in the Senate when I came, and his leadership on nuclear has really inspired me to help advance this issue as well. Now, since Pete is gone from the Senate, he's certainly missed, I think it's important to remind you all that there are several who have stepped up to help fill the shoes of Pete Domenici. We've got a group of advocates in the Senate, and they're spread all across the nuclear spectrum, and collectively, we all will continue to push for this nuclear renaissance that Pete Domenici advanced. You heard from Senator Bennett earlier this morning, I understand. He's clearly taken that role on the Appropriations Committee, trying to expand the loan guarantee program in the stimulus funding bill and now through the appropriations process. Senator Sessions from Alabama, Senator Alexander from Tennessee, Senator Landrieu from Louisiana. They're heading up efforts to advance nuclear fuel reprocessing. You've got Senator McCain, Senator Voinovich, Senator Risch, leading voices on the storage of nuclear waste. I've been working with all of these issues and been trying to advance the nuclear workforce development, trying to include nuclear energy in the renewable electricity standard that Senator Bingaman is working to advance. I believe very strongly that nuclear energy remains strong. The commitment to it remains strong in the Senate on both sides of the aisle. I'm hopeful that this Congress will continue to move forward on the progress that we have achieved in the last two comprehensive energy bills. I think it is important to note that the members that I have named off here, most of them are Republican members. But I think as Senator Nelson has mentioned to you, there is a recognition. This is not a partisan issue, should not be a partisan issue. It should be a recognition that if you're going to have a comprehensive energy policy that works to provide for what this country needs and do so in a way that is clean and does not have issues with emissions, that nuclear is your best bet. Let's talk a little bit about what is going on within the Energy Committee. As you know, we have been working to advance a comprehensive energy bill. We've been working at this and having a series of markups. We had one yesterday. We'll have another one tomorrow. The chairman had hoped that we would advance a comprehensive energy bill through the committee prior to leaving for the Memorial Day recess. That's not going to happen. Our schedule has slipped somewhat, but it looks like it's now going to be sometime in mid-June. But in the nuclear area, some of the things that we have done to date, we've supported the development and expansion of our energy workforce, including those in the nuclear industry. We've doubled the authorized funding level for nuclear research and development in Title IX of the Energy Policy Act of 2005, and we've reformed the loan guarantee program through the Clean Energy Deployment Administration that will assist in the financing of new nuclear reactors. Now, I mentioned that we had a markup yesterday in energy. I tried at that time to build on the progress that we've made by bringing up an amendment that would have reaffirmed our commitment to supporting nuclear energy as a strategic asset, as well as the federal government's obligation to provide for the safe management of spent nuclear fuel. Included in my amendment was a provision that would have created a nuclear energy advisory council within DOE, as well as an interagency working group in the administration to work on nuclear issues. This aspect of the bill, Senator Bingaman was supportive of. It was the other portions that he had more difficulties with. These included elements of the SMART bill, to help the private industry with the costs of engineering and licensing commercial-scale processing facilities. It would have authorized the Secretary of Energy to negotiate temporary storage agreements with utilities to resolve the taxpayer liability under the Nuclear Waste Policy Act. But unfortunately, that amendment did not pass the committee yesterday. It failed on a tie vote. We had one member absent. We did have the support of Senator Landrieu from Louisiana. I'm grateful for her foresight to understand that we really do need to advance our emission-free nuclear energy. I mean, she's coming from an oil and gas producing state like Alaska, but she clearly understands the role of nuclear in our energy policy basket. So we'll work as we move this bill forward to see if we can't insert some of these provisions at a later date. We are making progress, and nuclear is clearly moving forward in this country. I've had an opportunity to talk with some of you about the progress at individual sites, and the news is encouraging. But we are running into some issues, some headwinds with the administration. The administration has talked about the important role of nuclear energy in reducing the amount of greenhouse gases that we emit, but I have expressed some concerns that the